I gotta be honest, it seems kind of crazy to me that I'm now the old guy with 25 plus years experience and that I've been through a number of different market transitions. And some of those have been more painful than others. And so what I want to do today is make sure that that pain was not in vain. I want to share with you 4 mistakes that I made in past market transitions. There's usually 2 ways to learn. One of them is to learn by watching people succeed. The other is to watch and learn from people that made mistakes so you don't have to make the same mistakes. Today I'm going to be real transparent with you. I'm going to share some of the things that I've done in the past that I wish I would have done differently so that hopefully in this time of market transition that maybe you don't have to make some of the same mistakes. Maybe you don't have to go through the same pain. And maybe, just maybe, you come out of this stronger than when you went in. The first thing is this. The first mistake I made was not focusing on my health fast enough. I've got to be honest. Now is a time where it's very easy to create some habits that aren't healthy. When stress comes, sometimes we exaggerate some of the things that aren't healthy in our lives, whether that be eating, all the other things that I'm thinking about. Whatever it is in your life, make sure you're focusing on your health because ultimately, you're only going to have the energy and the ability to thrive and to move forward and to do more than you've done in the past if you're healthier than you were in the past. Now's the time really to begin to focus on your health in a way, in a new and a fresh way. Now's the time to think about what are some of the things you need to get rid of and maybe what are some of the practices you need to begin to add to your life that'll help you be healthier. When you're healthier, you're stronger. When you're stronger, you can do more. When you can do more, you can be more for everybody that depends on you in every area of your life. The second thing is this. I made the mistake of not making business adjustments fast enough. You see, I kept thinking, well, things are just going to get better. Well, this is just going to pass. And in reality, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. What I wish I would have done is taken the time immediately to begin to focus on what are the areas of my business where I'm spending money that I don't need to spend money? What are the parts of my business where I'm investing time that is just not producing anything? This is a great time to go in and really focus on what are the areas of your business that maybe you could improve on. You see, when you begin to really focus in on what is important for your business, what do you need to spend money on, what do you need to spend time on, all of a sudden your results begin to get compounded. And those little small adjustments that you make, the quicker you make them, the quicker you begin to see some results. The next thing is this. I made a mistake of not calling my past clients fast enough. Part of it was I didn't know what to say. I wasn't sure whether I could give them information because it was really too early to tell. Let me just say this right now. Your clients need to hear from you more than ever. And don't be afraid to tell them it's too early to tell. But I'd love to keep in touch with you to see as we begin to see trends. Now, we've already got some trends that are developing here, some things you can begin to talk about. But just making contact with them, letting them know you're here. You see, we're in the transaction business. There are people out there right now that want and need to buy. There are people out there that want and need to sell. Just by you being present, just by you making the call, don't feel like you got to have all the answers. First off, we never have all the answers. Just be there and be the resource and give them the information they want and need. And I promise you're going to build deeper relationships and relationships that are going to carry you into the future. The next mistake that I made was this. Not focusing on the future fast enough. You see, one of the things that I did was I was so caught up in what I was having to deal with on a daily basis that I never got to the point where I was planning for the future. And so when I was focusing on the things that I was worried about, I found more things to be worried about. When I finally got to a point where I got past some of that and I began to focus on some of the things that I was excited about in the future, because I'll just tell you this, we can't change what's happened, but we can change what happens in the future by the actions we take today. So what are you focusing in on a daily basis? Focus in on your future. Begin to plan for some exciting times. Begin to plan for that trip you're going to take with your family. Begin to plan for those things in your business that you're excited about, those new relationships, those relationships that will bear more fruit in the future through referrals and additional business. You see, when you begin to focus on your future, you begin to get a little more excited about your future. When you get a little more excited, you take more action, and action gets you the results you're looking for. I hope this is helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.